If you only knew how hard it has been to start this camera. I didn't know if I would ever get back on this camera, but here I am. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divinely Crowned with Divina. Before I get into this video, I just want to make sure you like this channel, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and just be a part of what I hope and pray is a new part of this journey. And it's crazy because now that I'm like saying this, like I'm actually feeling like some emotions come up. So bear with me as I get through this video and just talk about where I've been and this journey I've been on in the last few years. So, hello everyone, and like I said, welcome to Divinely Crowned with me, Divina. If you have been here before, if you are a OG to this journey of Divinely Crowned, welcome back. Hello, I missed you guys. And if you are just finding this page and you're like, who is this woman? Hello, my name is Divina, and this is my page. This is my little part of the YouTube world. Let's just start by saying, like I said, wow. I did not know how hard it was going to be to turn on this camera until I finally turned on this camera. I have been struggling to turn on this camera for quite some time. And I'm like, Divina, you have to just do it and do it scared. You have to just do it and let God lead you. But either way, if you have followed me for the last 6 years or anywhere in the last 6 years, you will know that I have a brand called Divinely Crown'd. Divinely Crown'd was founded in 2018, and it is a brand that encourages women to have self-love and confidence through faith, lifestyle, and fashion. And my heart, besides my 2 children, my heart is for Divinely Crown'd and all things Divinely Crown'd. I am a person that has always just done my best to be a light to people. And I started this YouTube back in about 2020 during the pandemic, after just constantly talking about wanting to do it, writing it down. So I had it was fun. You know, in the last few years, Divinely Crowned has really grown. I have done some amazing things. I have won awards. I have done speaking engagements. I have hosted events. I really feel like I've made an impact, not just in my own home, my hometown community, but even virtually in my own corner of social media. But I will say in the last year or so, I took a big step back from Divinely Crowned. This might be a few part series because I don't know what is going to come out of my mouth. But I just want to say where I've been and what I want to now bring back into my YouTube, not just into my YouTube, but into my whole brand, my social media, and everything like that. So, like I said, Divinely Crowned has thrived. I will say from 2021 to 2024, Divinely Crowned was thriving. I was doing so many amazing things. Like I said, speaking engagements. I did 3 amazing events that really touched our community. I've done interviews. I had a podcast called Divinely Crowned Conversations, and all of these things were really impactful. But as they were impactful, it was also impacting my personal life. So while things were impactful and amazing in a positive way for everyone else, for me, it was becoming a very impactful thing in a negative way. And I will say within the last year, I began to lose myself. I began to lose my passion for this brand. I began to lose my voice. I began to lose myself. Really. One thing I will say is I've always said that I never wanted to lose myself in this brand. I never wanted to forget why I even started this brand. And I will be honest, everything I said I didn't want to do happened. And I do fault nobody up but myself in that regards, because it was me. It was me who really allowed, my identity to come from Divinely Crowned. And with that, I began to lose who I was. And it did have a negative effect to the point where I was pretty much depressed. So I felt like in order for me to figure things out, I would have to step back from this brand that I love, that I know in my heart was created to really help encourage women first and foremost to just embrace the queens within themselves. And I began to really find my identity in this. Like, there were literally people calling me Divinely Crowned instead of my name. And so it really made me feel like I was put on this high pedestal, put to this high standard that I literally could not keep up with. I was getting accolades. I received grants, and I received in my city 40 under 40. I received an award for my podcast, and all these amazing accolades were coming, but I was literally becoming empty. And I realized that my identity stopped coming from God, first and foremost, and who He said I was. And I was allowing these great things to define who I was, to the point where I felt like I couldn't even mess up. I couldn't fail because everybody was looking at me. And it's a blessing, because I do feel like I did what I set out to do, and that's make a positive impact, right? I wanted people to look at me and get inspired to just be confident, or to have a voice, or to do all these things. But I realized that, like, as much as I was trying to do that, I was almost being fake, because I was not being my true self. I was allowing people to really walk all over me for the sake of making sure that people knew that I was this positive person that was pouring out into everybody and being there for everybody and encouraging everybody and all these things. But I was literally like, but there are so many things I don't want to be doing. I didn't want to say yes. And I know I struggle with saying yes or being a people pleaser for a long time, because I wanted to be accepted, which is one thing that kind of, when I was growing up, that was something that always was a big deal for me, because I did have low self-esteem. But I felt like I was actually turning into that little girl again. And so I don't even know, I feel like I should have wrote things down, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna let things flow and then go from there. And there are certain topics within this conversation that I am gonna break down in other videos, because although this has been a journey, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about what I like and don't like as an adult woman, as a mother, as a business owner, as an employee. And so there is wisdom within this journey that I do have that I want to share, because I feel like there are so many things that I've been through in these last few years that I feel like people don't talk about enough, and that I just want to be that voice that actually is real. So what I will say about this channel is I'm coming back, y'all. We're rebranding, but we're also going back to the beginning. I'll never forget a saying that my mom, or this statement my mom made, and it was for a situation, and she was like, sometimes you just gotta go back to your beginning. And so that has always stuck with me. And that is something that I feel like I have been in the process of doing, going back to my beginning, looking at old notebooks and looking at old content, like from when I first started this journey, looking at videos on my YouTube and looking at old content, just scrolling through our old content to reignite that fire and that passion that I had for all the things, but doing it in a way that is true and authentic to me. So we are really going to be on this rebranding journey. Let me just say this. I have always loved fashion. I am a millennial woman who is trying to grow now more than ever before in her walk with the Lord, and like Jesus Christ. And also, I do feel like there's so many things, like I said, in this journey that I've learned that I want to share with you guys, give you wisdom, some of the wisdom that I've learned even over time, and just share. Like, I just want to be as real as possible in this channel. Obviously there's going to be vlogging. Like, I'm going back to my beginning. So things that you saw when I first started, that is what this channel will be about. If you know me, if you follow me, you know that I am a mom of two. When I first started this channel, they were little peanuts, and now I have a whole preteen, and another child that's growing into preteen as well. And so that's a whole nother journey of things I'm learning and have learned. You guys know that fashion has always been something that I love. So I want to come with the fashion content. You know that I've always had where I have a word and I'm going to share it with you. So like I said, we are going to be redefining me through all my new content, and I am on a goal to get this channel monetized this year. I have been in this awesome content community where I have been growing and learning so much content, knowledge, so that I can really go all in the most authentic, true way for you, for me. I've always said throughout this journey is, although I may have this wisdom and guidance, I am still learning myself daily. I'm still learning so much about myself, about life, about my relationship with the Lord, my relationship with myself. Even in this time of being single, I'm learning all these things. And so we're on this journey together. We've never stopped being on this journey. Even when I've had to take a step back, like, I want to be one of your best friends. Like, you look at my content and you get inspired just to keep growing, keep going and growing and glowing and all the things. So if you are ready for this next chapter of Divinely Crowned, I want you to literally stay tuned, because this time, like, I can't promise that there won't be another time where I'm like, yeah, I gotta step back. I think sometimes it is even healthy to step back, but I do know that this time I want to be serious about this brand and why I even started it, why I even wanted to do this whole brand, this whole channel. And I hope that as you watch these videos, as you watch my content, it just inspires you to do your very best, to be your very best. So I know I probably rambled a lot. And like I said, there are so many other videos to come with this whole redefining me, and rebranding. And I just hope that you're ready and you stay tuned. So make sure, like I said in the beginning, you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also share, tell people about this. Like, I'm ready to rebuild my community. I know I had a community, and I'm sure I've lost some people, but I do believe in this next season. I just want the Lord to lead me and be the most authentic version of myself that I can be. So if you're ready to continue this divinely crowned journey, stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be posting every week, at least one video a week, whether it's a vlog, whether it's a quick check-in, whether it is a in-depth video. I am going to intentionally put in the work to bring you guys good content, so that we can keep growing together and building our queendoms, but also building a better relationship for the kingdom. So if you're ready to continue with Divinely Crowned with Divina, stay tuned and listen. Tell a friend to tell a friend that your girl is back. Until next time, remember, you are divinely crowned. Mwah.